Welcome back to our show, ladies and gentlemen. If you have just joined in, we have Rajpreet Kaur and Mr.
Karan Gill.
Give me the full name.
Karan Pratap Singh Gill.
What a beautiful name. I love that I'm Karan Pratap Singh. But we're just going to stick with Raj and Karan. Yes. So if you've just joined us in our show here, we've been talking about insurance, specifically about automobile insurance. Now we're going to focus into home insurance. And both Raj and Karan look after various type of insurance. But like I said, today in the show, we're talking about home and auto. And once again, they're with Billiard Insurance Group, acronym BIG. They have 70 offices all across Canada, East Coast to the West Coast. Physical offices, not online. So let's talk about home. Yeah. So are you going to talk about home or you're going to talk about home?
We can both
talk about home, yeah, because you're a husband and wife, right? You're husband and wife, people don't know. All right, so how does one get home insurance? Why does one need home insurance? Do you need to have home insurance? Who does it? I'm a first-time home buyer. I need insurance.
Yeah, so first thing I would say is, like, even if you don't buy a home, get a tenant's insurance, because there are so many things that a tenant's insurance covers. Plus it gives you experience on your property insurance. Tenants is also kind of property insurance. It gives you experience on your home. Let's say I'm new to Canada and I'm buying tenant's insurance today, and after 5 years I decide to go and buy a home.
Yeah.
So that 5 years of experience will bring my home insurance price cheaper, and a lot of people don't know that. And agar aap naya ghar dhoond rahe hain and you finally found it and you are taking a mortgage on it, then it's 100% compulsory to get home insurance till the time the home is being mortgaged.
So you're building up your credit, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And this is important because a lot of people, they don't realize how the importance of tenant insurance.
Yes.
What's up? हम लोग apartment में रह रहे हैं, basement के apartment में रह रहे हैं, a big building, everything's covered. But a lot of, I guess, landlords nowadays want you to have your own tenant policy insurance, right? But also it protects, especially.
Yeah.
You look at an Indian, Pakistani, or they Zevar, like you're a married guy, right? So you know, right? You know, like, oh, शादी पे जाना है, चलो मुझे बैग पे जाना है, मुझे मेरा जेवर निकालना है, घर पे आके रख दिया. You never know what may happen within that. You know, शादी Friday की रात को है, आप बैंक पे सुबह गए, बैंक को आपको वापस Monday पे जाना है जेवर रखने के लिए. Something happens. It happens on the weekend, right? Yeah. So it is important to insurance that you have tenant insurance, and so tenant insurance also protects you for fire,
water damages. And the best part about it is, like, most of the people who get tenants insurance, whether they are new people, right, and they're living in basements. There are so many houses. There is a limited market, right? So the people are living in basements, and when it rains heavily, like it did in the past few months, especially in Brampton, there were so many basement flooded. And agar that happened to you as well, right, and you didn't have coverage, all the things, your mattress, your clothes, your shoes, anything that you own is destroyed, and it won't be covered because you didn't have insurance.
Tenant insurance. We're talking about tenant right now. So this is so important. You know, हमारे नाज़रीन के लिए, हमारे audience के लिए, कि this is so important because this is one of the things which I'm sure in your line of work, in your field here, is this one thing that a lot of people overlook?
Yes, a lot of people. I would say 90% of people, when they're buying auto, they should buy a tenant. It has two factors. It gives you discount and it protects your stuff. Even you don't have, the minimum amount is 40,000, right? And even if you don't have stuff worth of 40,000, you have it for 20,000. There may be any amount of, maybe I have a gaming computer. It is like
everybody's gaming, yeah. Oh yeah.
It has $3,000, and Xbox, PS5s, they're costing all around $1,000, and everything is covered.
Your wife's gold, my friend. Your wife's gold. Okay, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, jewelry is covered.
Jewelry is covered.
We have like rings, we have chains, we have everything. There's a certain limit for it, but you can increase that limit as well.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, every situation is different, and this is so important, and I highly emphasize this, कि इतने सारे लोग tenant insurance को overlook कर लेते हैं. For whatever reason, I don't know why, maybe it's not emphasized enough, but it is so important.
Yes.
मैं इतने सारे दोस्त हैं जो डाउनटाउन टोरंटो में रहते हैं, वहाँ पे आपको तो पता है कितने फ्लड होते हैं, फायर होते हैं.
Severe backup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a major cause.
Yeah. You're living in an apartment building. I'm living on the 10th floor, and the guy living beneath me backs up the server. everything flows back from 9th floor and up.
Oh no. Yeah.
And a lot of people overlook that. Like if they live in an apartment building, they feel that they don't need sewer backup, but they do, because like someone living below you, they can like clog up the sewer, and then everything's gonna come back, and like
especially
it's gonna damage your stuff.
With kids will flush everything. Your food, your teddy bears,
toys,
anything, even pillows.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Pillows and if you're not paying attention, and anything can happen with.
Now, let me ask you. So in that situation, so let's just say, maybe example. Let's say you guys have children here. You're in an apartment.
Yeah.
And your children, I don't know, they clog. Now, who is blamed for that?
It's the responsibility for tenants. Like, we are living...
No. So, for example, so let's just say, so you're living on the 10th floor.
Yeah.
He's living on the 11th floor. You guys don't know each other. इनके बच्चे हैं, इनके बच्चों ने toilet paper लगे तकिए लेके उन्होंने ठूस दिया down the toilet.
Yeah.
So now, are you liable? Or what happens? Or is the policy covers like? So let's just say you didn't have a policy. आपके पास tenant insurance है नहीं. लेकिन आपके बच्चों ने पूरा clog system को clog कर दिया. So are you liable now?
Technically, I'm liable, but your insurance company will redeem her stuff.
नहीं जैसे लेकिन अगर आपके पास आपके बच्चों ने ये पूरा चीज़ें खराब कर ली, लेकिन आपकी insurance नहीं. She has insurance, but you don't have insurance. Now, are you on the hook for that?
Yes.
Oh wow.
And I have to pay condo corporation for the damages as well.
Out of pocket.
Out of pocket.
Out of pocket and all the repairs, everything.
Yes. Even your owner's gonna ask you for, even if like you don't have the tenant policy.
Yeah.
But like all the, it's gonna get covered under your owner's policy, like who owns the apartment, and then he's gonna get like everything recovered from you. So you have to pay it out of your pocket. So it's really important to get your contents and especially your personal, if your personal property is damaged because of that, nobody's gonna pay for that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you are responsible for your own stuff. So it's really important to get a tenant policy.
Yeah, and once again, audience, when you're watching this, please, look at your own policy if you already have it. And a lot of times people, they don't look at their policy every year. And two things that I always tell, my friends and that I do is check your credit rating. Check your policy. Like my policy just came for renewal right now, and I looked at it because normally it's the same, and every year it goes up a little bit, like $100 or whatever. That's just because taxes, inflation, all that kind of stuff, right? But I look at it. If it was a big drastic change, I'm like, okay, what's going on, right? So, but it's very, very important, right? To insurance, to make sure that you have tenants or our clients, customers who are watching this, please make sure you contact them, discuss with your own insurance broker that you currently have. Compare it. And by the way, it doesn't cost you any money to get a quote. That is so important, because a lot of times people are, okay, I feel like if I call these insurance people, they're gonna scam me. They're gonna charge me for this just to even give a quote and everything. So folks, please rest assured that. Now, quick thing. So when we want to conclude on the home policy, so. Home buyers, obviously, if you go through CMHC or you're already going to have your a mortgage. Whoever's going to give you a mortgage, they're going to, whichever financial institutions, they will say you need to have the insurance. You have to have that. So that's already covered. But once again, you guys look after that, or would it be? And I'm asking very deep questions here for our audience, because I want them to understand. I want them to feel comfortable, right? I want to know. So. I have, let's just say my friend, his name is Noor, okay? He's a real estate agent. I signed a deal with him. He said, Nasir, you have to go get insurance, everything. And I get my insurance, blah, blah, blah. I'm all good to go. Now, does the bank look after my insurance, or do they do it for me? Or do I need to pick up the phone and say, Raj, Karan, hey, I just bought a brand new house. Do you guys look after it? So I'll just go jaldi.
So technically, you're responsible for your own insurance, especially for house and auto. And the day before, like everything is approved, mortgage and closing, you have a closing date on, let's say, 25th of the month. And before 25th, you have to get insurance for your home, and that's your responsibility to get home insurance. The one thing you were talking about is people often get confused between mortgage insurance and like insurance, home insurance.
Yeah,
insurance, right?
yeah.
And mortgage insurance is something else.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
Right.
But home part it's your responsibility. Whenever you are buying a new or a used home, it's your responsibility to get your own home insurance.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's so many people, unfortunately, that are I think uneducated.
Yes,
Because you
they
think
are.
like you look at, oh yeah, मेरे पास तो mortgage insurance है.
Yeah.
You know, they think, नहीं मेरे पास mortgage insurance है. Or they'll talk about other things, other parts of insurance. Yeah, I have accidental death, or I have this and anything. But meanwhile, that's through my employer. Well, if you leave the job,
Yeah.
you
That's
don't,
separate life
that's separate. Yeah, that's not even covered, right?
Yes.
So it is so important. All right.
Yeah.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, very important to review your policy. Very important to make sure you have a very good insurance broker, because कहते हैं ना कि जब आपको ज़रूरत है, you want somebody that's going to give you the service, that's going to look after and cater to your needs. So once again, we could talk about insurance the whole night, but
Yeah.
once again, so it's so important for our audience to contact you guys. Our contact information is
Yeah.
being displayed. Pick up the phone, contact them, call them, email, any of the formats, so they'll look after your needs. And they're very nice people too. You can tell they're very nice. Excellent. So we're gonna take another break right now. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about discounts, because
Yeah.
everybody loves discount. We
Yes.
talked about automobile insurance. We talked about home insurance, and we're gonna talk about how to combine them together and various ways to get discounts. So take a break, come back,